Chairman of the Army Rugby Committee, Brigadier Dhananjay Aludeniya.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to all those who have joined with the Papare, with the live telecast of this all-important
for the Kandy Sports
Nippon
Club
Rugby League game between Kandy Sports Club and Army Sports Club, live from the Army Sports Club grounds. Just to inform all our viewers, apologies for the audio output that we are giving to you right now. We will be correcting it very soon. We are having a technical difficulty, so bear with us for a few minutes and we will be back with the best live stream possible. So as I said before, this is an all-important game between Kandy Sports Club and Army Sports Club. So this is the Kandy, of course, the defending champions coming into this game with a big win over CHNFC in their previous game at Nippon, the opener for them in this season. And on the other hand, CRNFC suffered a heavy loss against, Army SC suffered a heavy loss against CRNFC at the same venue here at Panagoda. So here's a big game for Army SC. They will have to make sure that they get points on the table, and with that we'll be going for a short commercial break. We will be back with the live telecast of this game.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
So here's the team card of the defending champion Kandy SC. Marita Vijayasundara, Kavisha Bandara, Milan Veerasinghe, Vavala Pandita, Chatura Soiza, Chaturanga Kudalige, Jason Disanayaka, Dahan Vikramarachi, Hashan Jansen, Lakshita Ranavira, Dina Lekanayaka, Tharindra Ratwanta, Lavanga Pereira and Dilaksha Dange along with Srinath Surya Bandar. The big news is that their talisman Nigel Ratwata is sitting on the sidelines for this game as he has suffered a groin injury. And here we are with the kickoff of this game between Army versus the Kandy SC team. Kandy with early possession, Tharindra Ratwata looking to clear the ball, but instead he passes it out right here. Srinath Surya Bandar brought down by the Army defense. Army winning the possession back. Early mistake committed from Kandy SC. Yes, they won the previous game, but in that second half against CHNFC, they committed plenty of mistakes. They gave plenty of chances to CHNFC, but CH couldn't capitalize. So it is important for Kandy SC to get their A game back and make sure that they win this game. They are high favorites coming into the game. Army SC are underdogs. Army with an early advantage. They have a penalty coming their way. I believe they will go for the touch. Certainly they will. I beg your pardon. It seems as if though Army will go for the pose. They are going to take the points. A smart strategy from Army given the fact that Kandy are a very strong team, and putting them on the back foot early on in the game will prove out to be vital. Here's the Army place kicker. Can he get this through? Can he get the early 3 points? A left footer. Here he goes, and the kick is just wide, just wide. They had the opportunity, wasn't the best of kicks from the Army place kicker. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't capitalize from the advantage that they got. This is a wake-up call for you can't go to sleep. The game. Here's Tarinder Atwata with a decent kick. He has given Kandy the ball back. Very unfortunate for Army. They should have just let the ball go out to touch instead of contesting it. Here's a line out through. Line out through is successful, and Kandy have possession. Srinath Surya Bandara passing the ball out wide to Jason Disanayaka. Shane Johnson passing the ball in, and Kandy trying their best to break through the defense of Army. Here's Kandy going out wide. A brilliant run on the outside from Kandy Sports Club, and they still have possession. They're slowly and steadily inching forward. Advantage Kandy, and this time Kandy opts to go for touch. Tarinder Atwata pulls the ball out, and Kandy have gained some good meters. The referee calls for a timeout. It seems as if though an Army player is suffering a bit. So yes, as I said before, Army starting the game well. They got an opportunity to open the scoring with a penalty kick, but unfortunately for them it went just out wide, and yes, Kandy from then on have looked so good, and they have the opportunity now to go for the line out throw and set a maul maybe, and try to open the scoring. So here's Kandy SC with the line out throw. Clean again, and they have set the maul. Just to remind all our viewers again, apologies for the audio output that we are giving to you right now. We will be amending it, and we will bring you the best quality audio in a short while. And as I said, that Kandy SC slowly and steadily moving forward, and that will be the opening try for Kandy SC. Again and again, the defending champions proving why they are the hot favorites coming into the tournament. Yes, they made an early mistake in the game, but from then on they had rectified from the mistake that they committed, and they have come all out attack on this Army defense. Army, they have to sort out their defense. It is Kandy 5 and Army SC 0 with a conversion to come, and the ever reliable Tarinder Atwata will be taking the conversion. Not the easiest of angles for Tarinder Atwata, but we know he has the capability to put it through. Six minutes into the game, Kandy SC leading 5-0 with a conversion to come, and it'll be Tarinder Atwata to take the conversion. Hall of silence here at Panagoda, and here's Tarinder Atwata with the kick, and it is through. Brilliant start for Kandy Sports Club. They are leading 7 points to 0 here at Panagoda. in the second game of the season for both Kandy and Army SC. There's a replay of that try. A clean line out through, setting the ball and going through for the opening try of the game. Kandy clean as always with that maul. A deep kick coming from the Army player. Kandy with possession. Tarindra Atwata putting the ball to boot. Good contest from the Army SC player. But luckily for Kandy, it landed on the hands of their number 13. Kandy with possession. Again opting to go out wide. Army trying their best to sort out their defense, but Kandy are just a bit too strong for them. Here's Tarindra Atwata putting the ball to boot again. A wonderful chip kick out to the line, and here's Diluk Shedange, the former Trinity talisman, gaining good meters. Hashen Jansen again to Tarindra Atwata. Tarindra Atwata couldn't collect the ball cleanly, but Kandy still has possession. Kandy with possession. They are proving to be too strong for Army. Army trying their best to get the ball back. And the ball goes to Tacha, so Army have one possession back. Much to the cheer of the Army supporters who have turned out in numbers here at Panagoda. Army SC have the opportunity to get out of jail. There seems to be a discomfort with a certain Army player, the number 8 for them, and well, joining with me in the commentary box is the legendary rugby player, coach, and a legend of Sri Lankan rugby, S.W. Chang. Well, hello, Mr. Chang.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Conditions underfoot, it's very slippery, Kevin. But nevertheless, we are seeing some good phase of rugby by both teams. Kandy lead by 7 points. Of course, Army missed a golden opportunity of getting the 3 points over the bar, but just missing by a few meters away from to the left post. We see Army having possession, working themselves yard by yard, and there was a board. It says Sri Lanka Army Defenders of the Nation, and hopefully this evening Army will be hoping to take one step away from the defending champions.
Absolutely, they will. They have a good opportunity now. Kandy looked as if they were going for that second try, but Army were lucky to get the ball out of touch and get position back, and they have position in their hand now. As Mr. Chang said, not the best of conditions to play open, fast play rugby, but we have to play with the conditions that we have in hands, and Army with another opportunity, another penalty coming in their way. It's a much easier angle, so it'll be interesting to see what they go for.
Okay, I'm sure they go to 3 point, but I think they're taking the option of going into the corner. Absolutely, there is no breeze here, and also there is no angle. It's straightforward, right in front of the post, and I think Army has opted to go into touch and work with their forwards.
Some good meters gained from Army. Few meters away from the try line. A wonderful opportunity for them to get back into the game. Haunt Kandy with a try. Kandy, as I said early on in the game, wasn't the best defensively in the previous game against CH and FC in the second half, especially Mr. Chang.
Yeah, I think more Kandy won the game, but I would say CH lost the game for themselves because they lost a couple of lineouts, the handling errors. As you see, Army won the ball, and then the famous drive maul going down to ground, but still maintaining position there.
Army still with possession, few inches away from the try line. They are gaining more and more inches, much to the cheer of the Army supporters here at Panagoda. Here's Army looking for the opening try of the game. Kandy desperately hanging on. Can Army find a way through? Putting the ball out wide, and that will be the opening try for Army. Few minutes after Kandy got their opening try, Army have found a way to get back into the game. What a start for them. They were heavily defeated last time around when CR came here to Panagoda, but this time they are with an early try, that too against the defending champion. Here's the replay.
Absolutely beautifully worked by the forwards. Kept it on. They came on the open side, then went on the short side, and duly rewarded with a beautiful, brilliant team try, with the conversion to come to make things equal. And the game will have a restart, hopefully with a equal on the board, equal point on the board. Beautiful stadium, beautiful grounds, absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, the rains have softened the grounds, and the conversion is good. And it's equal, it's 7 points each. You could hear the Papare band, you could hear the Papare live on Papare, you can hear the Papare band, and also we can hear the Army supporters absolutely happy about it.
Well. If you can remember, in the 2018-19 season, Army came to Nittavala and beat Kandy. That was the last time that they beat Kandy, and maybe, just maybe,
It's too early.
It is too early, but they have got 7 points on the board and equal things. And here's the big number 16 of Kandy. Tarindra Atwata passing the ball out. Lavanga Pereira, the skipper, brought down Hashan Jansen, and Tarindra Atwata put the ball to boot. Diluksha Jadange chasing it, but again it goes out of touch.
Interesting, the call is it's Army ball. I thought there was a touch on the Army player may be wrong. I'm sure the touch has got it right, but then nevertheless, it was a very tricky ball which was going. The thing is here, I think if you kick and the ball might skid a bit because there is water underneath.
Here's Kandy with the line out throw. Not the best of throws. Army have got possession back. And here they come to haunt Kandy again. Still in their own half. They will probably try to gain more meters. Here's the number 7 of Army brought down by the Kandy defense. Army holding on. Waiting for that correct opportunity. Army still with possession, passing the ball out wide, and here's their number 4. Madhuranganalaka brought down.
Get back, right back. Offside.
Army still with possession, hanging in there. The ball has been put to boot by their number 10. Ashan Bandar, the skipper.
Offside. 31.
Advantage Army. Ashan Bandar, the skipper, with the kick, trying to gain good meters. Wasn't the best of kicks, but still Army does have possession in their hand with a line out throw coming their way, well inside the 50-meter mark, just outside the 22-meter mark. Kandy have to get things back in order. If not, this Army team might haunt them back. As we all know, Kandy are the heavy favorites coming into the game, but at times being favorites will cost you. But Kandy have won the ball back. They have possession now. Here's Jansen passing the ball into the middle. Jansen again. A decent kick from the Kandy player, and Army have collected the ball cleanly. A wonderful run from the number 11 of Army. Sudhar Kadap. Army still with possession. Army number 21 going for the second try of the game, and Army lead Kandy by 12 points to 7. Would you believe it?
Absolutely brilliant. A few missed tackles here did not put under pressure. A lack of communication by the two defenders. But nevertheless, it didn't matter. They just went through. It was just like a knife going through, slicing through butter. It was so simple, where you can see the replay.
Dilshan Hettiarachi with the second try for Army. And he will be taking the kick. Here's Hettiarachi with an opportunity to take the points up to 14. And the kick is decent. It goes through the post. It's Army SC 14 and Kandy 7. Kandy trailing by 7 points as well. Chang, what a start we've had to this game.
Absolutely fantastic. A good quality rugby coming from Army. They're playing to a pattern. They're playing to a plan. They're sticking to their guns, going on the short side, and then trying to open up the open side. Kandy is losing position far too easily.
And as well as they have played well, Army, Kandy on the other hand have easily lost the ball most times, especially giving plenty of penalties to Army SC early on in this game. Here's Kandy. Srinath Surya Bandara putting the ball to boot, chasing it down, but Army knocks it forward, so it'll be
The penalty, Kevin, was that Army knocked the ball forward, and one of their players played the ball in front. So by being that he was in an offside position to collect the ball, depriving Kandy immediate advantage of the ball.
Here's Tarinder Rathwat with a wonderful kick, and Kandy have the opportunity to get the scores back to level with a try and a conversion, but they will have to make sure that their line-out throw is clean. The last time they were in a similar position, they lost the ball through a line-out throw. Wasn't the best of line-out throws from Kandy, and that led Army to gain meters and get into the try line to score the second try. This time it's a cleanly taken line-out throw from Jason Disanayak. Kandy have formed them all. Apologies for the pictures brought to you, but yes, Kandy lose the ball again.
The question is, Kevin, are they missing their sensational number 10, who is sidelined with apparently with a slight injury? Quite truly taking him off is very good with his footy conditions, watery, and because it can aggravate the injury with a lot of games, and the season has just begun, so there are a lot of games to come.
But it has to be said that his replacement Lakshita Ranavira is of course a very good talent, a young talent, but on a game like this, just the second week of the club rugby season, you want your experienced men in the ranks to get through those pressure situations. But yes, as you said earlier, this is still early on we are still in the early stages of the game, and Kandy not looking so good as of now. They've made plenty of mistakes, and here's a clean scrum from Army.
Back.
Army putting the ball to boot, getting out of danger.
Well, I'm sure many years ago the young Rathwat would have had the same scenario, facing the big guns in the first few games and coming good, and having served the club and the national team a lot. Same way, the youngster, I'm sure, will also step into his boots, and when time goes on, with experience, with the leadership and the nurturing of that with the other senior players, he should come good. He looks good. He looks good. Looks good for the future.
Here's Kandy with another line out throw again. They've committed a cardinal error. Kandy again and again losing possession from very good positions.
Crouch. 5. Set. Steady. Wide steady.
Here's Army. Scrum feeding the ball in, and Kandy seems to be that they have lost the cool, calm head that they used to have, and they have made so many mistakes, again conceding another penalty. So here's the skipper Ashen Bandara putting the ball out, and he has gained some good meters.
White captain. White captain. White captain.
Yeah, I mean, generally Kandy team do not concede so many penalties. It's just that they're not got their act together. Hopefully they get their act together. They are a champion team. They're defending champions. And early into the season of this Nippon Paint Rugby League 2023-24. And of course these commentaries come through the Papare, the sporting channel.
Army still with possession. With those 2 tries, Army have gained lots of confidence and
Well, that's what we know of. Kandy, the scavenging part of it. Only on it says. But this Army side has been very well drilled. I mean, they're playing some absolute fantastic rugby. Not afraid to bring the ball up. And Kandy, if you see the body language, they're not. It doesn't look confident. They don't look confident. All because of pressure that Army is giving them.
do you think that the conditions have to play with how Kandy have fared so far in this game, Chang?
Yeah, because I had a walk around onto the pitch. The condition of the pitch it's very slippery, it's very muddy. The surface looks good from here, but atmosphere is fantastic. It's just that it's beyond their control because we had heavy rains in Colombo. I mean, everywhere it was flooding. So I think they've done the best, and the ground looks good. On any dry day, it'll be fantastic. As we see Kandy in their usual attack.
Here's Kandy. And again, they have lost possession. Army have sorted their defense out, I would say, because last time around when CR came here, they didn't have any clue. But today, they have given the best fight to Kandy.
Because if you frustrate a side like Kandy, that is an attacking side, by defending that team, then what happened? And they can't go forward. The frustration do come in, and they tend to make mistakes, lose position, and panic sets in. And that's the time you really go in there and make your mark and get on the board. That's what Army has done. That's why it's 14-7 now.
Army with another line out throw just in front of the 50-meter mark. They have been so good so far, leading Kandy by 7 points. And again, another clean line out throw from Army. Here's the skipper, Ashen Bandar. A wonderful pass for his companion, and Army gaining lots of meters. And they have lost possession. Kandy getting out of jail. That move looked as if though Army were going in again. And here's starting the Ratwat, who will be trying to gain some good meters.
It's quite a good call because I thought there was a bit of a diving into the tackle situation there.
Time off.
Because Kevin, with these kind of conditions, you have a heavy set of fouls. But having said that, if you see the foreign games, heavier fouls, heavier 3/4, then I think the 3/4 are heavier than our fouls. If you see, that's one of the Kandy Army tries. Brilliant, you worked out. Watch the inside pass, the crucial inside pass. That made the difference.
Yes, it was the second try. The number 21, he also went on to get the 2 points as well. And here's Kandy with the line out throw. They haven't been good with their line out throws. They've missed a couple of line out throws, and that costed them a lot. And here's Kandy this time. Again, another poor line out throw from Kandy, losing possession. Army with possession again. They are making use of every opportunity that they get. Here's Army again with possession, and here's their skipper.
Outside. Right outside. Right.
I believe the referee called for a line offside from Kandy.
Mark.
It'll be good to see the replay.
Interesting call from the referee. Kandy didn't like it at all. Again, it's another penalty conceded by Kandy in this opening half. Hasn't been the best of games for Kandy defensively.
I think this half, entire 32 minutes and 40 seconds gone on the screen, it has been Army all over the place. It's been Army. It's been Army's term. And coming back to that, I think the touch may have called on the offside.
Here's the skipper of Army, Bandara, trying to gain a good meters, and not the best of kicks from him. He had the opportunity to gain more meters, but unfortunately for him, his kick wasn't the best. Kandy have won the ball back.
Second knock on. Stop white ball. First knock on.
Here's a replay again.
White ball.
Jason Disanaika. It will be a scrum in favor of Kandy. Heshan Jansen will be feeding the ball in a scrum off of Kandy.
Ball. Set. Steady.
Heshan Jansen gets the ball out. Tarinder Atwat with a kick. A wonderful contest from the skipper of Army, putting everything into that contest, and he has not allowed Tarinder Atwat to get the meters that he would have liked to gain. And anyhow, Kandy are still with possession. Jansen waiting for the right opportunity, clearing the ball out with a kick. Diluksha Dange chasing it down, but Army have held on to the ball. A pass out wide from the Army number 11 to his number 14, and unfortunately for them, Kandy did well defensively there, putting the ball out of touch, taking the player out.
Let's have a look at the replay. There's a lot of thing going on about the late or the dangerous tackle there. The crucial thing is missed tackles here. Look at how he runs right across the field and nobody touches him. You miss one there. Beautiful pass.
Without them. Mark.
Not very clear.
Initially, I thought the ball went out of touch, but it seems as if though the referee, the assistant referee, has called for a high tackle, and this time, Army have again gain some meters and they will have a line out through in their own half, or rather the red zone of Kandy. Here's Army. A clean line out through. They have formed the maul. Their maul seems to be strong as well, and they are moving forward, and Kandy trying their best to hang in there. Army still with possession. Can Army find a way through and increase the lead that they have right now? Again, they have gained some good meters, and that's a good run. And here's their number 11. And does he go on to score the try? Yes, he has. The referee says that's a try. Initially, I thought that move wasn't the best of moves, kicking the ball or chipping the ball from that position, but he has found a way to score the try, Chang.
Absolutely, that's what this is, but it's going to be a consultation done with the AR, and no, has he disallowed it? Well, he disallowed the try, but I think you're right, because you don't chip over there and make a miss, because all you got to do is, okay, it's a 50-50 chance, but you don't do it, and let's see the replay on that.
They had the best of opportunities. They were just few inches away from the try line. He could have just tried to go through the defense or try to take a pass through to one of his companions. Instead, he went for a chip kick, which wasn't the best of decisions to take. And here's Army again with possession, and here's the number 11 again passing the ball out wide to his skipper Ashan Bandara. Army still with possession, but they have clearly missed an opportunity which would have put Kandy under so much pressure. And again they have lost the ball. And this time Jansen knocks the ball forward, but Kandy have an advantage in their hands, so they will have possession. Well, Chang, I had a good look around the ground early on in the game, so especially the area which Kandy is attacking, which is from the left of their screen to right of their screen, it is much soggier than the area that which is Army are attacking on. So it will be interesting to see how Kandy will play when they switch sides in the second half.
The ground would have got dried by then. So it is equal. But nevertheless, Army are absolutely just giving torrid time to Kandy in the scrums, the lineouts, in the loose play. That's the game. They lost the line out about scrum again.
This isn't the Kandy that we know from the previous seasons or the seasons that we've seen for the past 20 years. They have always been a strong side when it comes to these simple scrums and line out throws, but unfortunately today is not the day for them.
White back. Okay.
Army still with possession. Lots and lots of chatter going in the field. Army really wants to put more pressure on Kandy by getting another try. They had the opportunity a few minutes back. They made a mess out of it, but still they have a 7-point lead. Kandy have again won the ball back. It'll be important for them to keep possession, and that's a decent kick, and the chase was also equally good, but unfortunately he couldn't just grab the ball. And good thing for Kandy is that Army have gone way back into play.
Yeah, Army check quite rightly check the time for half time, because they are defending their the danger zone, the red zone as you call it, and we are having a bit of a cloudy effective as you see the replay. That's the 11, and there comes the chip. I think he knocks the ball forward. That's the main thing.
Well, had he collected it and scored the try, it would have been a great move. But since he didn't do that, it was a silly move, Mr. Chang.
Yeah, but sometimes the silly things come right.
For that, you have to have the luck on your side. And here's Kandy inching forward. And they have...
yeah, they scored.
yes, they have scored. And they are just with a 2-point deficit now, 14 points at 12. It'll be Lakshita Ranavira, the try scorer, and Tarindra Atwata has the opportunity to equal the score line just before the halftime mark.
So at the lemons, it's going to be equal if he gets the conversion in. As we were looking at the replay, it was a slow motion try by the young number 10, and that will give them a lot of confidence, having had the score a try that equal the scores almost with the conversion to come.
Here's Tarindra Atwata with the opportunity to equal the score line, and he does. So it'll be Kandy 14 and Army 14 at Lemons. Army putting everything that they have in this opening half, and here's the confirmation of the conversion from Tarindra Atwata. Chang, we have an exciting second half coming our way with scores being level.
Absolutely, the scores are level now because we restarted the 0-0 kickoff. Another 40 minutes of 0, and absolutely Kandy has, Army has driven everything into it, and this half they definitely was the better side.
Here's the confirmation of that halftime score. Army SC 14, Kandy SC. Now, getting both their conversions right. Army had an opportunity early on in the game with a 3-pointer, but they couldn't get it through. But from there on, they have played their heart and souls out. Here's a replay of that first try scored in the game from Army. That gave plenty of boost to them, and the conversion was a successful one as well. And this was that second try. A wonderful team play and a wonderful run from the number 21, Dilshan Hettiarachi, who scored the try and then went on to convert it as well. That took the score up to 14 for Army. But right at the brink of halftime, Kandy came back strong. But here's another look at that missed opportunity. A silly move from the Army number 11, who opted to chip the ball through, and this was the final play of the game. Tarindra Atwata with the conversion to equal the scoring 14-14. So that will be halftime, and now we'll be going for a short commercial break, and after the break we have an exciting second half coming for you.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances. Amazing.
Introducing the digital youth account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Cricket's fastest format is back, where it all started.
That's incredible!
Abu Dhabi T10 returns with a bang.
Oh boy!
Batting powerhouses.
We're back here in Bat City!
Oh, that's even bigger.
Calypso swagger.
Like the big man to play shots like that.
Asian flair.
Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him.
And again.
Abu Dhabi T10 have them all. Don't miss it.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need. The history maker of sport. Innovative, incomparable, unleashing an experience. The Papare TV. Now exclusively on Dialogue TV channel number 126, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Protect your home from harmful bacteria. Nippon Paint Medifresh, a powerful combination of silver and zinc ions. Nippon Paint, the coatings expert.
Cricket's fastest format is back, where it all started.
That's incredible.
Abu Dhabi T10 returns with a bang.
Oh boy.
Batting powerhouses.
We're back here in Fat City. Oh, that's even bigger.
Calypso swagger.
Like the big man to play shots like that.
Asian flair.
Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him.
And again.
Abu Dhabi T10 have them all. Don't miss it.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPay.
The history maker of sport. Innovative, incomparable, unleashing an experience. The Papare TV. Now exclusively on Dialogue TV channel number 126, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the better karanga. Beat the remake karanga tevinna. Hada wada bawala yana give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi kikki korena. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය ක්‍රීඩා විකාශනයේ මෙතෙක් අත් නොවිති නම් වෙතම අත්දැකීම් සමගින් ක්‍රීඩා ටෙලිවිෂනයේ සම්ප්‍රාප්තිය The Papare TV දාලා ටෙලිවිෂන් නාලිකාංක 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
Cricket's fastest format is back, where it all started.
That's incredible.
Abu Dhabi T10 returns with a bang.
Oh boy.
Batting powerhouses.
We're back here in Fat City. Oh, that's even bigger.
Calypso swagger.
Like the big man to play shots like that.
Asian flair.
Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him.
And again.
Abu Dhabi T10 have them all. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to the second half action of this Nippon Club Rugby League live telecast of the match between Kandy Sports Club and Army Sports Club. Kandy and Army are trailing 14 points each, or rather they are equal in points, and Kandy coming into the game as heavy favorites have had a heavy toil coming in from Army. So welcome back, Chang, and we have an exciting second half in our hands. Kandy with the restart. Kandy trying their best to regain possession back, and it looks as if though they have come into the second half with an idea of not allowing Army to gain any sort of advantage. They have bring in those heavy tackles early on in the game, Chang.
Finds good touch. There's a line out. A little bit of checking on the whether he took the ball in or not.
Kandy with a line out throw coming their way. They haven't been the best when it comes to line out throws today, and again
the referee's call was lifting early in the line out by Army, and Kandy, you're right, Kandy's line out. You see Army goes up early to contest the ball, so it's a free kick, and I think the defending champions are off for the scrum.
Heavy support coming into these Army players, and off screen, if you are at the ground, you can see how many Army supporters have turned up here today. Here's Hashane Jansen at the scrum half of Kandy, feeding the ball into the scrum, about to feed the ball rather, and he successfully does so. Here's Tarinder Ratwat, a quick pass, and here's Diluk Shadange to Srinath Surya Bandara.
Very unfortunate because he slipped before the tackle was made. Nevertheless, there was quick passes in and out of. It's good to see some of rugby. Here comes it, the loop, and the delay I thought was may have been the reason, as he slips through into touch, but the Army defense was like a set of bees going around right across the field.
Well, on the other hand, this is the kind of rugby that you would expect from Kandy SC. They are known for this kind of fast play rugby, and unfortunately for them, their number 11 just slipped before making a step through, and Army have possession again. Here's their skipper Ashan Bandara.
Free kick.
Well, that's a short arm. So they offer a scrum too. Short arms has been up for scrummages without putting the ball up in the air, and it's 14 apiece. And what I hear is police are leading over Sia by 6 points to 0. That's 2 penalties to the Blues over the Reds.
Two interesting results today as of now. Army here are equal on points with the defending champions Kandy SC. Army were heavy underdogs coming into the game, and here's the skipper Ashan Bandara trying to make a run. He passes it on to the try scorer Hettiarachi, and he gets the ball out, and Army still with possession. Good to see that Army are setting that ruck and trying to run through rather than just kicking the ball out and looking to do whatever it is from there on, Chang.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing very good structured rugby. They're keeping the position with the forwards, and when the time is right, sending it out. That's it. You see the replay, I think he knocked the ball on. Yeah, that's right. He locked the ball in position. And Kandy in a very advantageous position of having the loose head to the scrum. But nevertheless, Army has put tremendous pressure on the defending champions.
Absolutely they have, and Hashien Jansen again will be feeding the ball in. Kandy are equal on points with Army SC.
Well, the referee's call was that coming on driving high, right in front of the post, into about 30 meters out. I don't think there's any option but to go for the 3 points, but I might be wrong. Yes, Kandy has called to go into the corner. They prefer the 7 points to 3 points, but they must get their line out act before that.
And they do get it right. I like the confidence that Kandy have in themselves, going for 7 points, or rather trying to look for 7 points than going for that easy 3 points. And again, Kandy have a line out throw from a very favorable position inside the 22-meter mark. And as we speak, we see a change as Dilshan Farid comes in, and he will be directly going to take that line out throw. He'll be throwing the ball in. And he gets the act right when he came into the game, and Kandy have formed the maul. They are desperately trying to move forward. They are strong with that maul. They have the big players. They are inching forward. Can they get the first try in the second half? It's 14 all as of now. Kandy with a golden opportunity. Still with possession. Here's Jason Disanayake. He has been brought down. Jansen passes the ball. Here's Tarinder Atwata. Quick pass to Tildiruk Shadange. They have lost possession again, and all the hard work that they did from the line out throw and the maul, and then again with whatever the play that they put in through, it just went in vain, Chang.
Absolutely. I mean, they had all the ploys there and all that, but they should have continued that maul. Ball right on top of our tent, into the open space, into the road. Oh, we see a stroller on the field as we see this replay. I think Danushka Ranjan has just taken the field, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's Army with the line out through. Interesting, they have formed the maul from way outside, and they are going strong. Brought down, and they still have possession in hands, and
back, last foot.
as Chang said, they are playing that structured rugby. The process may be slow, but they are gaining meters slowly and steadily. And as I speak, they have lost possession.
Well, the referee says the game is all about staying on our feet and not diving into the pool of water, as they say it, but Kandy get away with it. Army had possession. Crucial mistakes as Ratwata puts the ball into touch.
Well, there's some interesting news, Chang. Both the try scorers are from Kandy, it seems. Try scorers for Army. Dilshan Hetiarachi and the skipper Ashan Bandara. So
Kandy has been producing many rugby players even from the past. And if they have been playing for Colombo clubs, there's no doubt. If you are going to identify a Kandy player by the school that they represented, then there are plenty from Kandy.
This time another clean line-out throw from Kandy. They've lost possession again. Play on, says the referee. Army again putting in a mammoth effort with their defensive performance, and this time they opt to clear the ball out, and Kandy cleanly collecting the ball. Srinath Surya Bandara with the ball now. He has been brought down. Here's Hashen Jansen. Tarinder Ratwata now with the ball.
Tanushka Ranjan's first touch of the rugby ball after a long time. Good to see him on the field. Fantastic rugby player. Had a little bit of injury, and I think he kept him off. Good to see him back on the field.
Absolutely a legend of Sri Lankan rugby. Danushka Ranjan, and Kandy still with possession. Srinath Surya Bandara putting the ball to boot. But unfortunately for him, it finds the hand of the number 11 of Army. Sudaraka. Kandy have got possession back. Here's Hashen Jansen with a quick pass. Hashen Jansen again. Here's Farid with possession, and he has lost possession, but the referee calls play back and he says the line was offside.
Yellow offside.
Kandy have an advantage from a very, very good position.
Kandy reserve prop Farid Dilshan the ball was stolen by easily. As we see, Kandy has got points on the board again by number 27. Pandita Vavala scoring the try. Kandy's tries have been very quiet and very slow motion tries, but they got the points on the board. Because anyway, we don't see much of the crowd. It's all about blue and gold right round supporting the home team, obviously.
That's what I was about to say. There is no support for Kandy whatsoever, apart from the few players, family members, or maybe some of their friends. So whenever Kandy has scored a try, we seem to have not noticed it. It took us a bit of a time to get it, or rather sink it through. So here's Tarinder Ratwata with another opportunity to take the deficit up to 21 points to 14. This is an easy kick for his standards. There's no wind whatsoever here at Panagoda, and Tarinder Ratwata, as always, puts the icing on the cake with his conversion. So it's Kandy 21 and Army SC 14.
Yeah, absolutely. Good place kicker. Sri Lanka 7 skipper. Has done tremendous well. As Kandy take a quick tap and surprise the Army defense there. And it's 21 points to 14. Nippon Paint Rugby League 23-24. And the live pictures come to you, as always, from the sporting channel, Papare.
For the second time in the game, Army are trailing by 7 points. It happened early on in the game when Kandy got the opening try of the game, and this time Kandy have got the opening try of the second half as well. And here's Sanushka Abe Vikrama with the ball. And Kandy puts the ball to boot, and wonderful kick from Kandy. is a 50-22 from them, and
White ball, white ball.
Yeah, I think the Army player went and collected the ball, so there was no quick throw in there. So if it's a 50-22. Yeah, I know. Players of the caliber of Anu Udwalkadar would have loved this.
Yellow number 15.
well, do you
Yellow
feel
number
that
15
you
out.
should have had it in your time as well?
Absolutely. I mean, as a forward, you like to see you going for. You like to go forward, not backwards. And this is a massive kick, totally misread by the Army player, and Army Kandy back in a very strong position.
Here's Dilshan Farid, the substitute player with the line out throw. Kandy have formed them all again. They are still with possession. They have brought down, but
coming on from the side says referee, you've been naughty. You've been over the fence, over the wall, and not straight through the gate.
Well, the two halves have been totally contrasting. It was Kandy who were making all those mistakes in the first half with conceding plenty of penalties. And on this half, Army have taken it up from Kandy.
I was thinking with your prediction about the ground condition is coming right here.
I believe it has come right because, as I said before, the side which Kandy are attacking right now is much more drier than the side they attacked early on in the game. And here's the list of match officials for today. Sarat Madugala is the referee, Callum Sandarawan is the first assistant, and Gihan Kavinda is the second assistant. And a line out throw for Kandy, a clean one, and they have formed them all again. They are heavy in size, Kandy, and heavy in heart as well. But Army have found the way always to get through the tough times. But this time, Dilshan Farid goes over the try line to score the second try in the second half for Kandy, and he will be taking the points up to 26-14. Army are now under so much pressure, trailing by 12 points, and also Kandy have a conversion to come their way, and the ever reliable Tarinder Atwata will be taking the conversion. Here's the confirmation of the try scorer, Dilshan Farid, the substitute who just came in 5 to 6 minutes ago, scoring the fourth try of the game for Kandy, and that will be the bonus point try as well. Tarindra Atwata lining up for the conversion.
So the try scorer before this try was scored, he's been substituted. He has left the field. He's done his job for the evening. As we see the Sri Lanka 7 skipper trying to add the 2 points. Looks good. Looks straight. And the flags are up. Unfortunately, there is no Papare backing. Only the Papare live pictures coming to you.
Well, it was so good to listen to the noise that the ball made when it contacted Tarinder's boot, especially when the crowd is silent, and a sweet, sweet sound coming off the ball when Tarinder Atwata kicked it perfectly. Not every time you can listen to something like that, especially when Kandy are playing at Kandy. Kandy have got their act right in the second half, playing from the right to left off your screen, a deep kick to the restart from Army, and Sanushka Bekrama put in the ball to boot, knocked forward from the number 7 of Army, Jaya Vikrama.
In my opinion, I think Army needs some fresh legs onto the field because they're making collection. As I talk, you can see the number 17 taking on the field for Army. Surya Samira coming as a prop forward.
Crouch. Bye.
Kandy with a scrum coming their way. Hashin Jansen will be feeding the ball in. A clean feed in again from Hashim Jansen. He passes the ball. Kandy again putting the ball to boot. Tarinder Atwata is there to collect. Good piece of play from Kandy. One of the first times we've seen where a team has put the ball to boot and it has been collected cleanly from their companion. And again Kandy put the ball to boot, and this time the ball goes out of touch, so Army will have a line out throw coming their way.
Ratswata, if you read that replay on that, he went for the high ball, but he waited and looked at the Army player where he was going to collect it. He didn't look at the ball up there. He knew when the action is that Army guy was going to collect it, and that moment he went up. I see the replay. Absolutely fantastic. Good bit of thinking by him.
That is why we want to have legends like you in the field. Here's that replay of the kick which went out of touch.
I'm talking about before that, when there was a up and under.
So yes, we need persons like you in the commentary box to analyze those kind of moments. Rugby legends coming into the commentary box, and here's the replay. He was watching, as you said. He knew where the ball was coming. He was right in position. He just had a slight look at the Army player and collected the ball cleanly from there onwards.
Substitutions galore with number 37 for Kandy.
Akil Muhammad will be the one going in, and
he's replacing Patum. Now a heavy prop to another heavy prop. These legs count a lot, the fresh ones, at a time where you need them, because then you tend to make less mistakes when you're tired. As you see,
Hashim Jansen again with the feed in. Tarinder Atwata again passing the ball out quickly, and Kandy inching forward. That was a wonderful run from the Kandy player. Here's Hashim Jansen again. Hashim Jansen again cleans the ball. That was a backhand pass from him. A quick pass as we see the rain slowly and steadily pouring down, and Kandy have an advantage from a very favourable position. This will be hard work for police from here on. We are into the 60th minute of the game with just 20 minutes to go, and the conditions being not the best. It'll be hard for them to come back into the game, and Tarinder Atwata puts the ball out, and it'll be a line out throw for Kandy. They are leading by 14 points, and they are with an opportunity to increase the score tally. Dilshan Farid with the throw in. And referee says time off as we see an Army player down. He seems to be having some discomfort. Well, 28 points to 14. Chang, and conditions, as I said, are not the best. So do you think it'll be easy for Army to come back into the game?
Well, they have played most of the game. They have been dominating most of the time, and then the last few minutes they've been slipping around and losing possession. And Kandy has, as you see, that's another line out stolen by Army, and they are not afraid to move from their own goal line too.
They are indeed not afraid to move from their own goal line, and here's Army again. This time putting the ball out wide, and a decent run from the Army player. They're still in with possession. Hetiarachi just touched that touch line when he went down, and so it'll be a throw in for Kandy as well. And change of ends haven't helped Army's cause at all. And here's the replay of that touch coming in. Hetiarachi. Here's the moment where Tiarachi just went out of the touchline. Right leg went out of the touchline. Again, Farid with a clean line out through. Well, Chang, ever since Farid came in, the line out throws for Kandy has improved a lot.
I know. I noticed that too. And
Number 6.
referee has a yellow card. Who's the player? Naughty player. He says have a break.
Mark. Offside.
I think he deliberately came on the sides. That's what the referee's call was.
Monishan Chandradas from Kandy coming into play as a substitute.
Maybe the last minute of play or last second of play, as we get to the news in Colombo, Sia has taken the lead by 12 points to 6. So we got about another 5 minutes. My apologies. We got the timing wrong because of the power interruption. Everyone's got interrupted.
Army have a scrum coming their way well inside their own red zone, and they will have to get out of jail. The best possible result for Army from here on is to get those bonus points, and because it will be hard for them to come back into the game. They are trailing by 19 points as of now. Kandy with a clear lead. They surely must have put a deadlock to this game with the try that they scored a few minutes back when the power was off. And it is time for us now to choose the man of the match, Chang. They have plenty of good players from both the sides. Maybe when we talk about the skipper of Army, Ashan Bandara, who was so instrumental for them in the opening half. But on the Kandy's end, there was Tarinder Ratwata, the ever reliable Tarinder Ratwata. There was Heshan Jansen, and there were more players. But for me, from the moment that he came in the second half, he got things right for Kandy, especially with the line-out throws. The man who is taking the line-out throw right now, Dilshan Farid. Do you agree with me?
Absolutely. He turned the game the other way around. He turned the game. You know, that's the main thing. His line-out throws and his ever-presence. He was a game changer. And I totally agree with you. He absolutely committed himself. And I think the rest of the 14 got inspired by his performance.
Absolutely. He went on to score a try as well, and 2 tries. And here's Kandy again with possession. Kandy looking to increase the score tally before going into full time. They are 33 points to 14. They are well secured, and they have surely found the win here. That's Kandy for you. They were 14 points all in the first half, but the defending champions came hard on the home team Army in the second half, and they have not conceded a try, and they have went on to score 3 tries in the second half. And here they are again inching forward. Monishan Chandradas, the substitute, with possession. He has been brought down by Army. Here's Kandy again, the big number 19 of Kandy. Faumi Wajid.
Number 7, not to be.
Well, Kandy were dancing with the rain in the rain. A slight drizzle here, but nevertheless, underfoot conditions. Referee quite rightly calling that diving on into the tackle situation.
Kandy have found the way to get possession back, and here's the number 24 with the run. Danushka Ranjan. Kandy still with possession, still holding the ball. Sanushka Bevikrama brought down. Putting the ball to boot, it finds the Army player instead of his own Kandy companion. Army have one position back, and they have a penalty coming their way. They are opting for touch. They have got out of danger as well. We are into the final minute of the game, and Chang, how well have the defending champions have come back in the second half? They were 14 all. They were the favorites coming into the game. No one expected them to go into halftime with equal points, but in the second half, they showed us all why they are the defending champions.
Yeah, over the years, Kandy has been that they have controlled their rugby. They have always come back strongly, but doesn't take anything away from Army, the 15 or the 23 on that squad for having performed so well. As we see how much of pressure still with 33-14 down, the soldiers are definitely giving a good fight to them. And Kandy, of course, as we all know it, I mean, they were the better side anyway, and they're traveling to Colombo, may have taken a bit of a toll on that too. But the news we have is still 12 points to 6. They are leading over the Cops.
As per our clock, we are well within the 80th minute of the game, and this possibly should be the last move of the game. Kandy have secured another win, 2 in a row for them, and Army will be looking to score another try and just get the score up to 20 points if possible. And here's Army again playing their structured play, which they were so successful in executing in the opening half. The second half hasn't been the best of halves for them. They gave their heart and soul in the opening half, but in the second half, Kandy came out strong with the A game that they are known for throughout the years. Here's Army again, still with possession. Army would like to finish things off with the consolation try. That'll give them a big boost going into the next game. Yes, the 2 games that they have played, the results have not been in their favor, but in the second game, they have improved a lot from that opening game that they played against Seayard, where they went down 50 points. But today, they gave a tough fight to Kandy in tough conditions, which I would like to highlight as well. Army still with possession. Kandy still hanging on. They don't want to concede another try. Yes, they have sealed the game, but they would like to go out of the grounds with the same scoreline, or maybe a scoreline which gives them another try or so.
Yeah, at the same time, sorry about Kandy can test their defense, put everything into defense and put their defense on the test and see how they come out on top on the defensive game.
Well, there's lots and lots of substitutes are in the field for Kandy SC. They made around 4 or 5 changes in the last few minutes, and the scoreline is 33 points to 14. Just to confirm you, the man of the match for today is Dilshan Farid, the substitute who came in and who was so instrumental for Kandy to change the momentum that Army had in the opening half. And Kandy have won the ball back. They would love to go out of this game with another try.
I wonder whether we'll have the time to see the replay on that penalty where a kick was made. I wonder whether the ball was out of the ruck or the tackle situation for him to make the kick.
The referee having a word with the skipper of Kandy, Lavanga Pereira. A big halt in the game in the final few minutes, and at that will be the game, and Kandy have again found a way to sneak a win through. They were 14 all going into the halftime. They were favorites coming into the game. No one expected them to go into halftime with a scoreline equaling with Army. And in the second half, they have showed us why they are defending champions and why they have been the most successful rugby team over the course of the past 20 years or so, Chang.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So anyway, it's too early season because, mind you, CI is playing some good rugby, Police are playing some good rugby, and Havelocks are also playing. We'll see how Havelocks performs with the CH and FC tomorrow. And CI Police, I think CI is in the lead still. They may have finished the game in their favor. It's all spoiled out of a fantastic season for all I think about, without having a one-horse race of the Nippon Paint Rugby League 223-24.
Absolutely, we would love to see some team putting that fight or giving Kandy that tile. So here's the confirmation of the full-time score. Kandy SC 33 and Army SC 14. Kandy and Army were on equal terms of going into Lemon's 14 age, but in the second half, Kandy have come out strong and they went on to get the scoreboard move up to 33, and Army, unfortunately, all the hard work that they put in the first half went in vain.
Well, it speaks good as we see the replay from the start.
That was the opening try of the game for Kandy. As Chang has been said, all the tries Kandy kept were slow motion tries. I beg your pardon, that was the first try of the second half, and yes, all were slow motion tries from Kandy, and this was the second try in the second half for Kandy. The man of the match of the game, Farid, with his first try of the game, and he went on to score another try as well. Tarinder Ratwat putting the ball to good, a sweetly kicked conversion from him. And as it stands, Kandy have got 2 wins in a row. And here's the score breakdown. Kandy SC 33, Army SC 14. Kandy with 5 tries and 4 conversions, and Army SC with 2 tries and 2 conversions. And the result from the other end in Colombo, where Police Park, Police SC faced CR and FC. Police were leading for so long, but the final score was in favor of CR as they sealed the game with a 19.6 score tally. Interesting result coming from there as well. And just a confirmation of the player of the match, Dilshan Farid, who came in the second half. Kandy was struggling so much in the opening half with their line-out throws, but from the time that he came in, he has been so instrumental in changing the momentum of the game, and he has been so successful with his line-out throws. I believe it was 100% accurate with his line-out throws. So here's Kandy SC 33, Army SC 14. So with that, we will be ending our live stream for today. Kandy SC have found a way to